Hello everyone. Now we're ready to continue activity 4. Okay, that it's a bit challenging because now you will develop a website, an entire website. Okay, so let's say it is something that sounds maybe worse than what is. Okay, so truly what makes a difference is that in a website you're going to have more than one web page basically. Okay, in this case you're going to have a little website because it only contains 3 web pages, but websites can be really huge. Okay, at this moment we're going to practice with these 3 pages that I prefer to show you as a sample here. Okay, so check it. If you remember, this was the page that we created in the previous activity. Okay, we're going to reuse it, and then you will have to include, well, if you want a color in the background. Okay, this is not requested, but we're going to see how to make it. Then you should have a menu to be capable to browse between the pages of the site, so that when I hit gallery, for example, I go to the second page that shows 3 images of my trips. Okay, where I include a description of the place, I mean the name of the place, and the date when I was there. Okay, so this is the request of the second page, and as a third page you're going to include a contact me, simple contact me page that includes your mail. Once you click it, it opens the email editor where it is sending me the mail. Okay, and you should have also 3 more links to external sites, I mean links to your social media. Okay, so for example, if I click, let's say, my Facebook link, it should open my Facebook there. Okay, in a tab apart from my website. Okay, because you know, as a marketing strategy, you always try to keep the user there in your site. I mean, it's not good if you open an external link in your site, because basically you're losing the user. Okay, so whenever you open a new link, try to open it apart, in a tab apart. Okay, for example, if I click Twitter, it opens apart again. Okay, but my site, it's still alive here and waiting for the user attention. Okay, so well, basically this is what you're supposed to do. Now let's start understanding how is that we can make the magic of joining pages to create a website. Okay, basically it works this way. We need to create a folder, okay, that in this case I'm going to name A04 underscore A01234567 as my ID number. Okay, and then inside of the folder is where we should locate all the pages, and a folder for images, because this time the images will be part of our site. Okay, they won't be images. My mistake, this is not the folder. Let me check. Or maybe it is. Yeah, it is, but it mixed with some other images. Okay, fine. So I'm going to copy, for example, let's say all these ones that are the ones that I will really need. Okay, and I'm going to copy to my folder of the website, but here I will include a new folder and name it images. So these images will be now part of my site. Okay, there won't be images that go to or that come from external pages. Okay, as we did with the profile of the with the picture of your Instagram or Facebook profile, because they come from an external site. Now we're going to have the images as being part of our site. Okay, so well, basically we are at this point. Then, as the first page is a recycled page, I mean we are reusing the page that we already created, then what I'm going to do is I copy and paste this page. Okay, the I did with you in the previous activity, right? So let's say that we are ready at this point to start working on Visual Studio. Just one thing important to consider, guys, is make sure that your images are same sized. Okay, For example, here, let's check this Cancun picture, okay? If I go to properties and I check the details, it has a size of 350 times 196, okay? 350 in width, okay? So then what you should make sure is that all your pictures are the same size, okay? This was not supposed to be there. This neither. Okay, well, the others are fine. So in the case that one of the pictures is not same size of the others, I recommend you to go and use Photoshop or use Photoshop online in case that you don't have it, or whatever picture editor, but make sure that all your pictures are same sized, please, okay? Because presentation matters a lot. If you give me here pictures different sizes, it shouldn't look as ordered as a page that seems really good thought, let's say, okay, and design. It affects the design if you don't have the same size of images, or if you don't follow same proportions, right? So make sure that all your pictures are correctly cut, and then you will be ready to start working on Visual Studio, okay, as I will now. So here what we are going to do is, let's say that I want to create a new workspace. So I'm going to say, let's say, it was my mistake. Let me reopen Visual Studio Code. Okay, there it goes. Okay, from here, let's say that I want to start creating this add workspace folder. Okay, so I'm going to say add workspace folder, and I will pick the folder that we just created here at my desktop. That was this one, A4. Okay, and let's see what happens. Okay, check it. It opens the workspace here, okay, and it shows the folder of images. All of them are there, and the first web page, okay, that we already created. But it's important to tell that this web page should be renamed, guys, and we should call it index, okay? Why so, miss? Well, it's because the browsers are programmed to recognize index file inside of any website as the starting point, okay? So this will be the starting page of the website, the one that is called index.html, okay? So then we're going to click on the name of the site, and you can simply say add new file, okay? And we're going to call this one gallery, for the gallery of pictures .html, ready, okay? And then I include even another one, okay, that it will be the contact me.html. What a beauty. Okay, then we are ready to start working with our 3 pages there. So the first thing is, let's add some color to this page because it looks so serious. Okay, so check it. We're going to say here body, and we're going to use the attribute style. Don't worry, we haven't seen style at this moment. Okay, I'm just moving a bit forward. This will be included in the unit 3 of the course, but don't say anyone. Okay, so we're going to use it. Style equals to, let's see, it appears here. It shows some of the possible values of this style attribute. I'm going to choose background color, okay, and then you can select a color that you have over here. Okay, let's say that I use, for example, this time light coral. I don't know, okay, whatever color you're inspired to use. Then let's say after this I would like to start including the menu to go to the other pages, right? So here we're going to use for the first time the tag div. Okay, this tag helps us to create a section on the web page that follows a specific style, and by style I mean color, font, or alignment of the text. Okay, so in this case we're going to change the style and make, a change in alignment. So we're going to say align, the attribute align equals to center. Let's say that this menu, we want it center. Okay, so it says that as soon as I close the tag, see how Visual Studio shows the closing tag of the div. Okay, what is normal. So then inside of this div tag, we're going to include a link tab. So we're going to say we start as a href, okay, which will be equal to, and we will include, as we want the same menu for all the pages, okay, the first link will be to this index page. So we're going to say index.html, okay, our current page in this case, okay, and we're going to include after that the text that will be home and then the closing tag of A. Okay, after this one we will do basically the same, but now to include the other two pages. Okay, so the second will be the gallery. You should include the same name of your HTML file because we're linking the website to this file specifically. Okay, and I'm going to call it gallery. Okay, and then for the last one, this is the contact me, right? Super careful with the upper cases, lower cases, okay, because it matters here. The browsers are super picky on that. And then I'm going to call this option contact me. Guess what? Contact me. Okay, so once that you're done with this, okay, well, let's say save. Okay, right click in the code and select the option open in default browser. Okay, voila, say our page is working. If I hit home, well, it doesn't do anything, it reloads just this page. If I click on gallery, it takes me to this blank page that unfortunately is the gallery at this moment. Okay, and then if I click on contact me, it takes us to this place that is the blank contact me page at this moment. Okay, what we can do to start as fast as possible is we can copy paste all this beginning, okay, of our index HTML, and we're going to copy it to the gallery, for example, the second page. But now we're going to change the title, and we will say that this is gallery, of course, gallery of my trips, let's say. Okay, whatever else is there, we're going to leave it there, but keep in mind that you need to close the body tag that was left open. Check how it's a beauty. Okay, Visual Studio completed my tag. As soon as I open a closing tag, okay, let me do it again for you to watch. Okay, as soon as I complete this closing tag, Visual Studio completes with the body because it knows that it was a tag that was left open by mistake. Okay, if I again open a closing tag, it completes me that it was an HTML tag open. Okay, so it completes it by default. What a beauty. Okay, then we're going to include here a table. To give you a hint about how to do your table, okay, I'm going to start this one. It's not the complete table that you will need, but I will start just creating one table with a single row. Okay, so you know that you need to include the table tag. Then we need a row tag. Okay, so I'm going to include a tr for table row. Inside of table row, we need table data. This is for columns. Okay, and here I'm going to include in this table data, in the first column, I will include, for example, the image source of, check it out here. Okay, you will need to include in quotations the name of the folder images. Okay, and then inside of this folder I can select the picture of, let's say, New York to start. Okay, so then it's important, remember, to include our alternate or alternative descriptions of the picture in the case that they don't load, because errors happen. Okay, so I'm going to say Peak of New York, a description. Okay, short description there. Okay, so we already have this. Okay, let's see how it goes looking. Okay, I'm going to say save, and we go to the browser and we can simply reload and then go to the gallery. Check it. It shows gallery of my trips, and it is showing the menu, okay, and the first picture, right? Of course, it seems so high, so we can include some break lines here to move this table down, okay? So before the table, I can include some tags of VR, maybe 2 will be fine, okay, there. So inside of the same tag of the row, I will include a second column of table data, okay? And this time here, I will include, let's say, the text that I will do it with a paragraph, where I say the name of the place, that it is New York, USA, basically, okay? And after this paragraph, I will include another paragraph, or will I say the time that I was there, okay? That, for example, in this case, I don't remember, but I think it was 2015, something as that, okay? So you can include it there, okay? This will happen in the same row in different columns, okay? So let's check. If I reload, it loads it there, okay? New York, USA, 2015. Fine, okay? You're going to do the same basically to include the other rows of images, okay? So let me move now to the contact me page, okay? So there basically we're going to include maybe all of these exactly, okay? We can copy paste that, but of course erasing the table and changing the title to be contact me, okay? But everything else works. I mean, the menu is welcome here. So then here on the contact me, guys, I would like to check with you here at this moment how to include an email link so that it automatically opens your mail editor to send the mail, okay? Basically here what you can do is include the text that you want as a paragraph. Let's say that I want to include my mail, okay, mail, and then let's say that I want to include here inside of this paragraph, I want to include, let's say, there my mail link. So I'm going to say A for a link, href equals to, instead of typing just my email address, we need to include mail to, the keyword mail to, and then your email address. Like in my case, it's rosaestebaneta.text@text, like that, okay? ahref mail to, and then your mail, close the tab, include the text where you want this link to appear. Usually we repeat exactly the same thing, okay? And then let's see if the magic is happening, okay? I go here, reload the page, go to the contact me, and see, okay? We have the link to my mail here. If I click, it opens my mail editor effectively, okay? So this is the way. Fine. Then the other thing that I wanted to check here with you, I'm not making it in the order that it should be, or in the arrangement that maybe is the best for you, but you could arrange these elements in the way that you prefer, okay? But let's see how to include an image here, okay? So I'm going to include 2 more breaks, and then one image of, let's say, what do you want? Instagram, for example. So I'm going to say image source being equal to images folder, this one, okay? And we're saying Instagram, okay? Instagram, I said. Oh, okay, fine. That is the name of my image. Okay, so then I want to include this image, okay, there. but I want to set a link over it. Okay, at this moment, if I just save it, reload, well, there is my image that, by the way, is huge. Okay, so what we can do here is to modify its size, okay, by including the attributes width. Okay, I'm going to make it, for example, I don't know, 150 pixels, and height the same, 150 pixels. Okay, there. Well, you know, this 150 in size of the image is too much, so let's try decreasing it to maybe 60 pixels. That could work better. I save it, let's check. Yeah, okay, that's better. So now let's say that we want to include the link to Instagram, okay, in this image. So what we can do is simply create the tag for the link that is an ahref equals, and then http www.instagram.com. I mean the link of Instagram, but it should be complete with the http, okay, other way it will send an error. Then inside of the link tag we're going to move the image tag, okay, so that this link appears on the image. Fine. Okay, so let's see, we save it, move back, reload, and let's see what happens. Voila, okay, it worked. Just one important thing that I forgot here is to include an attribute. Let's say that it is target equals blank. Why this attribute? Because it helps us to open this link apart again. Okay, so instead of losing our user that is now visiting us, okay, sorry, I didn't save. I need to save it and reload my page, and then it should apply. Check it. Our page is still open, but it opens apart in another tab, the Instagram page. Okay, well, so basically, well, this is the help that I can give you to create your activity, okay, this activity. But the last thing important to consider, guys, is that once you have your folder ready, okay, you should right click it and use the option, let me check, where is it, well, I think it's this one, compress the file. So we're going to say something as this, okay, añadir a en este caso, pero es compress to. It is the option that sends your file to a zip folder, okay. So you zip it, this with a zipper, that is the folder compressed, and this is the file that you should send by Blackboard, okay. Don't try to send me pieces, don't try to send the files alone or the images one by one, because you will never finish, right? You need to send me the file zipped, please, okay. So well, I think this is it for this video. Thank you so much for your attention, and well, let's continue with the course. Bye bye.